Welcome back to Dropping Gems. So today we're gonna learn how to turn this mess into this. Go. All right, so first things first, before we start any primarily scissor work type of haircut, is to wet the hair. Right now what we're doing is we're sectioning the hair to make it easier for us. So the reason why I'm doing the top first is so we can split the sectioning for the sides and the back. First step after you section the top is to section the sides and the back. What I usually like to do is I like to put a sectioning right in the middle on top of the ears. And this is gonna give us just one piece to look at, and that's gonna be the back. We're looking for more of a natural, all scissor cut type of haircut. So first things first is we need to create our own guideline. So for me, we're creating this bottom line, almost like the natural neckline. And you just follow the natural line. All right, so after you create that natural line, we're gonna use that as a guideline. So what I'm doing right here is I'm pretty much just connecting the middle, which is I like to call the spine, and I'm hitting it with an angle. The reason why I'm hitting it with an angle is because we're gonna style the hair in the back almost like brushing it towards the middle. That's why I like to call it the spine. And one more thing, the reason why I'm using a blow dry right now is you wanna see the hair lay when it's dry and also when it's wet. So right here, what I'm doing is I'm pretty much meeting every single hair towards the middle. Okay, so after we're done with the back, we're gonna start on the side. So as you guys can see, it's so much easier to focus on the haircut once you do one side at a time. So now we're gonna do the right side of the head. So this is what I'm gonna do on this side. I'm pretty much gonna connect the side towards the back. But first things first is we create our guideline. And we're gonna use the bottom of the hair, which is the natural neckline in the past. This is gonna be the natural hairline on the side. A lot of you guys are probably wondering why I'm using my shears when I'm creating a neckline. It's because I wanna create a natural line. And the only way to create a natural line, especially when you have hair that's supposed to look like it's supposed to flow, you need to point cut the neckline. And we're just gonna follow the leader. So the leader in this case is the neckline or the hairline. And we're gonna start from the front and work our way to the back. So as you guys can see, I'm pretty much cutting in an angle, and that's because we're following that line, and essentially we're gonna pretty much style the hair going towards the back. And this part right here is crucial. This is the part where I create a natural line for the sideburns. So as you guys can see, I'm picking out baby hairs and I'm using the same technique I said before, which is point cutting towards the neckline or the hairline for this case. So as you're watching this, you're probably asking yourself, why is he always blow drying after the trim? It's because it's important for us to see how the hair lays after you cut the hair. And by that, I mean, when it's wet, it's a different look by how it looks when it's dry. So for this case, I'm using the round brush to create a wavy looking motion for his hair. And at the end, when everything is dry, feel free to use the trimmers to give it more of an edgier look. Don't go too crazy on it because the focus on this type of hairstyle is the flow of the hair. It's gonna be the same technique as the sides as you do it with the back. So after you're done with everything, you wanna clean up every single hair on the neckline while still trying to make it more natural. Okay. And at the end, for me, I like to use the thinning shears just to give it a little bit more of a less blunt look and more so a natural look. Okay, so the reason we're showing the other side is it's gonna be the same technique as the right side as it is to the left side. So let's work on the top. So for this particular case, we're not really dealing with a lot of hair, so we're not gonna take out that much, but I'm gonna show you guys how to blend the damages it did on the sides and make the top lay on it naturally. This is a great shot of what I'm trying to do by letting it lay naturally. I'm using the hair on the top so it could blend in with the back. So as you guys can see, the hair up there is gonna go straight down. And we're gonna go work our way up to the middle of the top of the head. So the way I'm gonna cut it right on top is gonna be a more of a point cutting technique because we don't want the hair to be too blunt. So now let's blend the bangs towards the side so when it lays down, it doesn't look like a mop. So the way I'm combing the hair right now is important. So you guys can see I'm pretty much giving it an angle. Same angle that we've been combing the sides is gonna be the same angle as we're gonna be combing the top of the head. So as you guys can see, every time I cut the hair, I always comb into the direction where I want the hairstyle to go. So we know what's going on the whole time. And if you're happy with the results, keep working your way up the section. And after you're done with the sides, we're gonna blend the top with what you did with the sides. So this is gonna be a very, very natural look. That's why, like I said before, we're doing a point cut technique. We're still cutting the hairs, but it's not too crazy. We're just getting the tips, but it's very jagged. And me and Pascal are having a good time. I've been cutting his hair for a while. That's why you can see throughout the video, the chemistry is just on point. Okay, so same techniques as the sides and the back. After you trim it, you want to dry it so you can see how it looks. After you're happy with the results, it's time to style the hair. So the reason why I'm wetting his hair right now is because I'm gonna give this type of hairstyle more of like a wet, natural look. So that way it's not too poofy. It's not, I mean, obviously there's a lot of volume right now, but when you wet the hair, it gives it more of like a beach boy, beach bum type of look. And for me, when clients ask me what I should use to keep my hair looking wet, I like to use the essential oils from FBN. I'm gonna send a link on that on the bio so you guys know where to buy it. It just gives it more of like a shine and a natural wet look without having to wet your hair so much. It's very similar to a leave-in conditioner where it gives you a shine, but for some reason for me, the oil just stays longer throughout the day. And yeah, this is a very natural look, so let me know what you guys think. I'm gonna give you guys the final look in a second, and if you have any idea what we should watch next or what type of tutorial you guys want to see next, just comment below, and I'm gonna get it right for you guys. So thank you for watching this one, and see you guys next week.